Who have you got?
I've got Weili.
Oh, you are delusional. You are delusional.
Delusional. Okay. Explain.
I will. I'll tell you why I reckon Joanna has got this in the bag. All right. Go on with Zhang. Here we go. We're going to lose. We've lost all our
credibility.
We've lost all our Eastern Bloc European fighter fans after my comments before, and now we're just about to lose our Asian contingent.
God damn it.
Weili Zhang, former champ. She won that fixed fight against Andrade. That fight against Andrade. I'm still not convinced that there wasn't some shenanigans at play in that fight. Andrade went down a touch easy.
What? Weili?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm just saying.
I mean, Andrade is tough.
She is tough. Obviously, it wasn't tough that day, and that was in China, and they seem to be very much focused on getting into that Asian market, as you see by that road to the UFC they're holding in Singapore. I'm just saying it was very convenient.
Certainly interesting.
Okay, she's on a 2-fight skid. She was KO'd and then a split decision. I reckon Rose won that second fight. I thought she was terrified of getting knocked out in that second Rose fight. And if she's lost her confidence, sort of the same as Cody Garbrandt, in the sense of this to me just seems a little bit Cody-esque in the sense of loses a belt, loses again to the same fighter.
Yeah.
And because she just used to be an absolute baller. Have you seen any of her old fights? There's a YouTube video of all of Zhang's wins. And her
highlights are crazy.
She is just an no one can hold her down, no one can touch her. She just comes forward and just destroys absolutely everyone. 3 rounds will suit her better. For someone that small and jacked and with that much power, she does 5 rounds a lot better than I thought.
Yep.
3 rounds will suit her to a T.
She's incredible.
She needs to go to the ground, I reckon. If she's worried about getting hit, Zhang's ground game is outstanding.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Very, very good. And I know with the KOs, because she doesn't have that many submissions from memory. Let's have a look here. She got 21 wins, 10 KOs, 7 subs.
Yeah.
Out of those KOs, I reckon she could easily have 12, 13 submissions, but she gets on the people's back and then just lights them up and gets the TKO that way.
That's fair.
So, anyway, I'm talking up Weili Zhang here, or Zhang Weili, sorry, a fair bit here. Suits her better. Joanna has excellent takedown defense.
Yeah.
I don't know how good the takedown defense is going to be against someone as strong as Weili.
And remember, in that first fight, from memory, looking back,
I watched the whole thing the other day.
Did you? Okay,
yeah.
So you can like verify if it's true or not. I don't think there were many takedown attempts in that fight at all.
I think there was, from memory, there was one.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the.
I remember watching that at Lucas's house actually, with the guys, and what a fight that was, man.
I don't think there was. I think there may have been one takedown from Zhang Weili. Where are you, Jedrzejczyk? Yeah, one takedown. She did.
Wow.
I think that was after I think she clipped her and then took her in and then she got straight back up. Your Jedrzejczyk got straight back up.
I just think, do you want my logic behind it?
Tell me this flawed logic. Go ahead.
My logic behind it is Joanna's had quite some time off, you know? Now,
she has.
Weili against Rose, I think Weili kind of knew that she can't mess around with Rose on the ground because Rose's jiu-jitsu is so slick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying Joanna's ground game is horrible, but I think it's not as good as Rose's is.
No, I don't think so.
And I am completely with you on Weili should definitely take this to the ground and control her from there, which it'll be hard to do, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think Weili's been more active, has learnt a lot from her last 2 fights, especially getting KO'd in the first round against Rose and then coming back to lose a decision, but she went the whole way and it wasn't like it was close, that fight. So
it could have gone. It's a split win from memory, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Split decision, it was.
Yeah, a lot of people thought Weili won that fight as well.
It was the takedowns. Weili took it down 5 times.
Yeah, yep.
Joanna just gets up though.
I just think I think the time off for Joanna, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she's been training. Like, I hope she's been training.
Yeah.
That'd be a smart thing to do in her position. But I think Weili has taken a lot more from this, and I think she's the smarter fighter, and I reckon she'll take this win again.
I said I would never believe that Zhang Weili will hold the belt again. She will never touch gold.
Joanna is good, don't get me wrong. She's incredibly good, but that's a big
unranked.
time off.
Joanna's unranked?
Because of inactivity?
Inactivity, 18 months, apparently, allegedly.
That's crazy, though, because she's, like, in that position of, like, there's the girl fighters, and then there's her, Weili, Rose. You know what I mean? Like, no one's on their level. So
no, it's close.
I'm surprised that they did that. I'm surprised they took her out of the rankings.
But I think they got
she
it.
plays such a pivotal role in that.
But they got to do something. If but with Joanna, was her last fight? Her last fight was at strawweight. Oh, sorry, it was against Zhang. Oh, that's right. She went up to flyweight to fight Shevchenko. That's right. So I reckon she's unranked due to inactivity.
Yep.
She's 2-4 in the last 6. Jesus Christ.
Interesting.
Just look at the sheer volume, and we're looking at Joanna's stats here. Have a look at the strikes here in some of her fights. 186, 180, 145, 225 against Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade is like a brick wall, though. She kind of just stands there.
She is just so active, but she doesn't have the KO power. And Zhang Weili was throwing these left hands that were just trying to knock her out every time, and just one sweet one.
And you saw her face at the end of the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Turn into Megamind.
And Rose just hit her on the button, didn't she, when she dropped her? So.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about Joanna in her last fight.
With that massive forehead. Yeah. That's right. Okay. I said she went 5 rounds with Shevchenko. She went 5 rounds with Zhang Weili. So she's definitely got the tank. Yep. She was still fighting. They still look fresh as a daisy in round 5. I believe this is the story that I believe is going to happen. I reckon Joanna's going to finish Zhang Weili.
Wow. Okay.
I know. That's what I believe. I reckon she's going to finish her. And this is custom made. Oh, the storyline's beautiful. Custom made. Something's going to happen. Rose is going to have some time off. It's going to be the rematch. Joanna took the belt from Esparza once.
Yeah.
And she's going to take it again. That's what I believe. I believe Rose is going to have some time. There's going to be something go on. I reckon Joanna is going to win this, fight Esparza and dominate Esparza and get it done.
Esparza is not going to have the belt for long. I reckon she loses her next fight.
Esparza's good.
Yeah, she's good, but I don't know.
One-dimensional?
I don't know if anyone else ever gets this, but like you look at some characters in the UFC and you're like, are they a main character? Do they play like a big role in the UFC? And Esparza to me is just not that person. I don't think she's meant to be there. Like,
I don't think
in terms of just like being the champ. I think she's supposed to be there now in terms of like the narrative and like the storyline of the UFC, if you think of it like that. But I think she loses the next fight and loses the belt.
Because when you've got 3, like you got Joanna, Rose, and Weili Zhang, I think Andrade is out of the picture now. But Andrade just had a big win, though, didn't she? She knocked out... Oh, no, she's standing submission over...
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I can pull it up.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I should know this. It wasn't... Amanda Lemos.
Amanda Lemos, yeah. That was so underwhelming. What the hell, Lemos? I was expecting so much better.
All right, where are we? Yes, that's what I reckon. Joanne's going to win. I reckon she's going to finish her. I don't think she's going to sub her. I reckon she's going to...
KO.
I think so. I think the kicks.
Yep.
And I think she's going to do it, and then she's going to fight Esparza and get the belt back. That'd be
fair
so
enough.
nice.
The thing is like I'm not ruling it out. I lean more towards Zhang Weili having this one, just because of the activity that she's put in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can be wrong. That's fine. I don't mind getting that belt back.
If an asteroid.
All right, who we got up next?
We got Shevchenko versus... it's actually Taylor Santos, it looks like. The I comes before the L, but we've been calling her Talia this whole time.